Right now and do some shooting. The Banshee is CMMG's entry into the compact PDW space, boasting the shortest guns they have ever made. This is a collaborative project with Silencer Shop to provide an efficient short barrel rifle host for CMMG's new line of silencers, the Def Cans, accomplishing this while simultaneously facilitating the completion of the NFA process for the end user. Here, we will focus on the 9mm variant of the Banshee, but it is immediately available in 9mm, 45, 22, and 300 blackout, with more calibers to come. Separate videos will be available on those calibers and the compatible def cans at a later date. The hub of the 9mm Banshee is the Radial delay blowback system, an efficiency upgrade over the traditional direct blowback operating system prevalent in 9mm carbines. More on this in a minute. The rifle powers through Glock magazine-fed 9x19 by propelling it through a 5-inch medium taper 4140 chrome moly barrel. Below the cool Cerakote surface is a feature-heavy build that includes an ambi sling plate, ambi fire control, and their new charging handle. The trigger is a factory-work single-stage mil-spec that breaks just over 5 pounds. This tight little package comes in an overall length of 19 inches, and in order for CMMG to get it that short, they developed a new stock dubbed the Rip Stock for ease of expansion with just a light rearward tug. A single lever at the back allows for a retraction of the stock to a preset minimum length. Forged 7075 receivers frame the rifle along with a short section of CMMG's RML4 M-LOK handguard, and the gun is murdered out with Magpul furniture. All in all, this PDW project looks really exciting on paper and has accounted for those who may not have access to NFA items with braced pistol variants. Let's pick up from the range and see what all we have going, performance-wise. Wet! Down! Okay guys, we're out here with the Banshee in 9mm. Doesn't that thing look good? I really love that color. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it looks pretty good. Trijicon MRO on top. All right guys, so we've got the 9mm Banshee taken apart here on the barrel, and I want to take a second out to talk about why this gun is so unique, and that is the radial delay blowback system. You've seen this before when we did our guard videos, and it's a special bolt carrier group that makes the gun operate a little bit differently. So if we look here, we have some different geometry on the lugs than we're used to seeing on normal AR-15s. And when we're talking about 9mm AR-15s, normally this whole front half is missing. And that's because it's a direct blowback most of the time. Well, this is a delayed blowback system in that this bolt carrier group is spring loaded. So if I push on this, you can see that that bolt runs out by itself, and that takes force to push that back to allow the bolt to then unlock to reciprocate backwards. So what that does is it softens the blow on the carrier, slows it down a little bit, and because of that, the carrier and the buffer in the Banshees and the guards is much lighter than that of a standard 9mm carbine. So if you're shooting loads that aren't running optimally in your Banshee or your guard, CMMG offers an additional weight kit to kind of tune it. It's like putting a heavier buffer in there, but you can also put a heavy buffer in the gun if you so desire. But this allows you to play with the bolt carrier group weight before you get to playing with the buffer weight. So if we look here, we have multiple types of weights here, and I'll annotate the various weights that we have for the 9mm, but you can see we have a small one, a medium one, and then a very large one. And the way these things are filthy, Spangrish, need your clean hands. I don't even know what I'm going to do with my hands, to tell you the truth. I mean, filthy.
Okay, so there was 5. We got a chronograph set up. We're going to see what kind of velocity we get with these.
Thread the needle.
Yeah. 11:58.
All right.
Okay, so let's finish these off. We got 4 more. Okay, now we're gonna be on the subs, the 147 grain. There's 5. Huge difference. All right, let's see what they're going at. 844.
Ooh, that's good. That's
Ooh.
a good number.
Ooh.
I like that number.
That is a big difference.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish these out. There we go.
All right, verdict.
Well, I think that one's pretty obvious, but yeah, huge difference between supers and subs.
Yeah, it's still hearing safe, but that little extra you get from that velocity of that bullet traveling down range, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, yeah, huge difference.
Yeah, now that's going to give you more punch. Roughly, I mean, it was, what 500 feet per second?
300.
300
It was
feet
1158?
Yeah, since I math so well today.
Mathing is hard.
Yeah, mathing is so hard.
Try this.
That looks like pretty much dead nuts.
Yeah.
Yep. In your face! In your face! Gotta hit it. Got it. What do you think there, boss?
I don't know what the deal was with the double feed, but I recovered off of it pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
The gun runs good.
Yeah. It looked to me like you were having a little bit trouble with that MRO.
I was kind of moving around a little bit on the MRO, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
As far as the Banshee goes, as far as the Def Can 9 that's riding on this thing, you know, it's a well put together package, I can tell you that. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, well, we'll reserve your judgments on what the best Banshee was for now. We'll let the viewers guess which one was your favorite.
Well,
but how'd the stock work for you?
The stock works good. I mean, it's positioned right. I had no problem. I really like this big oversized charging handle.
You could tell that you can rip that thing really hard.
Especially when you got gloves on. I mean, it's about 20 degrees out here today.
Yeah.
We're cold. The gun's cold. Everybody's cold. But it's definitely not a day to not have gloves on. You can just grab a hold of this thing, just yank it, go to work, you know, pow.
Well, you know our rule, man. There's ammo in that mag, and it's out of the box.
Absolutely. Threat! Ah!
What are you going to tell CMMG when their cans come back all scratched?
It's not my job.